in which our protagonists, Anna and Levine, finally meet, and in which one of their tales comes to an end. Chapter 11. What an amazing, dear, and pitiful woman, he thought, going out with Stepan Arkadyevich into the frosty air. Well, so, I told you, Stepan Arkadyevich said to him, seeing that Levine was completely won over. Yes, Levine replied pensively, an extraordinary woman. Not just her intelligence, but her heart. I'm terribly sorry for her. God grant it will all be settled soon now. Well, so don't go judging beforehand, said Stepan Arkadyevich, opening the carriage doors. Goodbye. We're not going the same way. Never ceasing to think about Anna, about all those most simple conversations he had had with her, and at the same time remembering all the details of her facial expression, entering more and more into her situation and pitying her, Levine arrived at home. At home, Kuzma told Levine that Katerina Alexandrovna was well, that her sisters had left her only recently, and handed him 2 letters. Levine read them right there in the front hall, so as not to be distracted later. One was from his steward, Sokolov. Sokolov wrote that it was impossible to sell the wheat, that the offer was only 5.5 rubles, and there was nowhere else to get money. The other letter was from his sister. She reproached him for still not having taken care of her business. So we'll sell it for 5.50, since they won't pay more. Levine resolved the first question at once, with extraordinary ease, though it had seemed so difficult to him before. It's amazing how all one's time is taken up here. He thought about the second letter. He felt guilty before his sister for still not having done what she had asked him to do. Again, today I didn't go to court, but today I really had no time. And having decided that he would do it the next day without fail, he went to his wife. On his way, Levine quickly ran through the whole day in his memory. The day's events were all conversations he had listened to and taken part in. They had all been about subjects which he, had he been alone and in the country, would never have bothered with. But here they were very interesting. And all the conversations had been nice. Only in 2 places had they been not so nice. One was what he had said about the pike, the other that there was something not right in the tender pity he felt for Anna. Levine found his wife sad and bored. The dinner of the 3 sisters had gone very cheerfully, but afterwards they had waited and waited for him, and they had all become bored. The sisters had gone home, and she had been left alone. Well, and what did you do? She asked, looking into his eyes, which somehow had a peculiarly suspicious shine. But so as not to hinder his telling her everything, she hid her attentiveness and listened with an approving smile as he told her how he had spent his evening. Well, I was very glad that I met Vronsky. I felt very easy and simple with him. You see, now I shall try never to meet him again, but since that awkwardness is over, he said, and recalling that, trying never to meet him again, he had at once gone to see Anna, he blushed. We go around saying that the people drink. I don't know who drinks more. The people are our own class. The people at least drink on feast days, but Kitty was not interested in his thoughts about the people drinking. She had seen him blush and wished to know why. Well, and where did you go after that? Stiva was terribly insistent on going to see Anna Arkadievna. Having said that, Levine blushed still more, and his doubts about whether he had done a good or a bad thing by going to see Anna were finally resolved. He now knew that he should not have done it. Kitty's eyes opened especially wide and flashed at the name of Anna Arkadievna, but with effort she concealed her agitation and deceived him. "Ah," was all she said. "You surely won't be angry that I went. Stiva asked me to, and Dolly also wanted it," Levine continued. "Oh, no," she said, but he saw the effort in her eyes which boded him no good. "She's a very nice, a very, very pitiful and good woman," he said, telling her about Anna, her occupations, and what she had asked him to tell her. "Yes, to be sure she's very pitiful," said Kitty when he had finished. "Who was your letter from?" He told her, and believing her calm tone, went to undress. Coming back, he found Kitty in the same armchair. When he went up to her, she looked at him and burst into tears. "What is it? What is it?" he asked, already knowing what. "You've fallen in love with that nasty woman. She's bewitched you. I saw it in your eyes. Yes, yes, what can come of it? You drank at the club, drank, gambled, and then went. To whom? No, let's go away. Tomorrow. I'm going away." It took Levine a long time to calm his wife down. When he finally did, it was only by confessing that the feeling of pity, along with the wine, had thrown him off guard and made him yield to Anna's cunning influence, and that he was going to avoid her. The one thing he confessed most sincerely of all was that, living so long in Moscow, just talking, eating, and drinking, he had got befuddled. They talked till 3 o'clock in the morning. Only at 3 o'clock were they reconciled enough to be able to fall asleep. If you enjoy this format, please leave a like and subscribe and return tomorrow for the next chapter.